I have seen the Reddit thread when there was like 8 human teams versus 8 monkey teams, and like there is a chance that one monkey team will make it, and we were just laughing that we are the chosen monkey team. So like.
Alright, today is the last day of the World's 2024 Swiss stage, and in this interview sponsored by Holly, I'm in the presence of Inspired, the victorious jungler of FlyQuest. And I mean, yeah, you guys made it, right? It's been a long journey, but you finally made it, and today you took down your Nemesis as well with Team Liquids. So how does it feel?
It feels really good. I think we were expecting to beat them. Like, we're really happy after the draw, because I felt like that's for sure gonna be the easiest opponent for us to face, and it looked pretty smoothly okay today. I think the game 2 we lost because I think we just misexecuted our champs, but the game 1 and 3 I think we knew from the beginning to the end of the game what to do, and it just looked pretty easy. I think I could tell that I'm playing as NA team, because when I played against HLE and DK, like, they were playing way differently. So yeah, it's like so easy right now to tell the difference when I play against any team or Korean team, because it's basically 3 days in between those games, and it just felt way easier today.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people also commented on the draw, and I know that so far for you as well, you had a pretty good draw throughout the tournament. Yeah. And I know that people from Europe, especially for the G2BLG match, are a bit mad right now. I mean, do you think that it is deserved that you guys are the only Western team to make it to the brackets, and do you think that you're going to be able to perform there?
I mean, I don't think it's like fully deserved, obviously. I think for sure if we got to play against G2, then it would be like fair for the team that would win the game, because I do think that G2 can be better than us. I wouldn't say 100%, because I think we've been playing against them in practice, and the games look pretty close to me. Like, we're winning games, they were winning games. So I guess they just got very unlucky with the draw. So I understand why the G2 fans are like upset, salty about the format and everything like that, because I also would be. Like, if I would be G2 player, I would be fuming. Like, it's just like, it is what it is. I have seen the Reddit thread when there was like 8 human teams versus 8 monkey teams, and like there is a chance that one monkey team will make it, and we were just laughing that we are the chosen monkey team. So like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, it doesn't feel fully rewarding, because I think if we would beat like a strong Asian team right now, it would for sure feel way better. Or if we managed to beat G2, but we kind of got the easy cut.
Yeah, and I mean, I believe this is your first time making it to quarters, right? So is that special as well for you?
Yeah, of course. Last time I played tiebreaker against NA team, and today I had the opportunity again against NA team. So I knew that I'm not missing this opportunity if I lose 2 times in my career, like a game to make it to quarterfinals against an NA team. That would be really embarrassing. So I'm happy we managed to win today.
Yeah, and I mean, today we saw the draw as well. You're facing a random Korean team. I don't really know about them. PreGenG, I think.
Yeah, I don't know who is playing. I don't know the players. Like Canyon and Chovy, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not
randoms.
Sure I don't think they're the best players in the world. So I think it should be chill.
Yeah. I mean, are you confident that FlyQuest is going to be stomping PreGenG then?
Oh yeah, I'm very confident. Yeah.
Okay, but jokes aside, obviously, I mean, it is a hard matchup, right? Yeah. You're going to be facing probably one of the best junglers in the world, right? How do you feel ahead of this match? Do you think it's actually like winnable to some extent?
I think game is winnable. I don't know if 3 of them are winnable, and I think Canyon is for sure the best jungler in the world. I think Chovy is for sure the best mid laner in the world. Yeah. So yeah, the draw was lucky until it wasn't. But I think we're trying to prepare like a very weird tactics that, like, we know that right now if they're not gonna scream against those type of champs against anyone, because only we play that. So maybe we'll be able to surprise them. Like, who knows? And because I think if we just play standard stuff, they will just roll over us. And I think they are just such a like. Well-made team that they don't really make mistakes, and they play well with tempo, play for objectives on certain waves. They don't really make mistakes, don't overstay, so it's like hard to even make a proactive play against them. I felt like every time I played against Canyon and I tried to make something happen and it failed, it instantly backfired into not being able to play the game for 25 minutes, and they just finishing you off really fast. So I feel like we need to be patient and try to make some like 1 or 2 good plays as a team during the game, and maybe that way we'll be able to win. Like other than that, I think we just need to cook a bit in the draft.
Yeah, and I mean, in a way, do you feel like maybe the fact that you guys don't have like that many expectations, and I mean, for them, like losing to FlyQuest in quarters would be a shame, like, let's be honest. Do you think that this is like an edge that you have actually, that you like don't have any mental pressure?
I mean, I think no matter who we would face, we would have like no really mental pressure. I think we are just gonna try to do our best. We are a way different team than the teams that are left in the tournament, and as I said, I think for sure it's an advantage. Like we don't really care. Like we're gonna try to do our best, and if it's not enough, then it's life. But we'll for sure try to keep it interesting.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, that aside, I mean, the Swiss stage, it's been like 2 weeks, right? Even more, I guess, because of the boot campaign and everything. And it feels like FlyQuest has grown like a lot over the past few weeks as well. Like, what do you think has been the major point that you guys improved over the past few days? And like, where do you think you guys are standing now after all of this experience as well?
I think we've been playing against Asian teams and we learned how they snowball the game. So I think that's why today when we played against TL, especially in game 3 when we had the lead, we kind of snowballed it pretty cleanly. I think that comes from the experience that we got playing against those Asian teams for a couple of days. And yeah, I think we just like realized how to end the game a bit faster and how to play with the lead, how to play with the waves, and how Asian teams are not over forcing plays. They just play. Like when someone gets caught from them, they just abandon the guy and try to make a different play and keep tempo on the sidelines, and that's what we were trying to do, especially today. So I think overall we just got a little bit of like better understanding of how to snowball the game once we are already ahead.
And it's actually also funny, like the whole creative style, right, and like the way you play the game differently. And it seems like Korean teams almost like their brain like short circuits sometimes when you put out like some stuff like the Nunu and stuff. I mean, do you think that's like actually the edge that the West needs in the future as well to like be able to keep competing at Worlds and like even in future years like finally beat the LCK? Because it's something like we talked about G2, they try to mimic what the LCK and LPL do, but they don't do more than like what they do. Like they just do the same thing, you know?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that EU and NA need to work on to beat Asian teams is like the draft. I feel like G2 today had a competitive series against BLG not because they are better players than them. I think they hard outdrafted them in game 2, and in game 3 they also had hard outdrafted BLG basically. And I feel like that's why the game looked close. Like in game 3 after the draft, I actually thought that G2 might take it home, and then after BLG really didn't know how to play their comp out against their eyes, I was like, wow, they're actually winning it. Like the draft is that important. So yeah, I feel like copying Asian teams is not a good idea because they are playing the way they are playing for the whole year, and we are not gonna just catch up in during the month or whatever there is during the tournament. I think it's better to just prepare your stuff and your counter picks for what you think enemy team is gonna play, and try to execute it as well as you can. I think that way maybe they are not ready for it.
Yeah, and I mean it feels like you guys are like redefining the meta almost, right? Because every team at Worlds, like they always come and they see like the tier list of champions, you know, and they see, oh yeah, I mean whatever, these champions are good, we're just gonna pick them every single game or whatever. But you guys are like bringing those extra picks. Do you think there's like a lot of other champions as well that like are pickable, but like pros either just don't know about them or they just don't put the work to like train those champions as well?
I think there are a lot of champs that you could pull off in the certain situations, but it also like comes to being comfortable on them. Cause it's not like the champion will win the game for you instantly. I think you need to be really good on the champ to make it work, especially when you're playing against the best players in the world. So it's kind of hard to have so many like different picks prepared. But I do believe that there is a lot of situations where you can like prepare some champion that no one really thought about, and if you are able to perform on it, you will have an edge going into the game. But yeah, it's hard to have those picks. Like you actually have to put a lot of hours into training them, and I don't know if it's worth it putting like 50 games into some champ just to pull it off one time because the situation comes for it, but maybe it will never come and then you just don't even use it ever. So yeah, I think having a big champion pool for sure is advantage if when you play against Asian team, and yeah, I mean.
Yeah, fair enough. And that aside, I mean, obviously now you are going to be moving out to Paris, right, for the quarterfinals. So just tell me, like, what are going to be your plans for the next few days to make sure that you can step up to that level and hopefully contend against Gen.G?
I think we're just gonna think a lot about the draft and what do we think is gonna give us highest chance of winning. So I think that's the most important one, and yeah, we'll try our best.
Yeah, fair enough. Are you excited to be in Paris and explore the city a bit as well?
Yeah, I've never been to Paris, so I'm excited. Yeah, I've never been to France overall, so I want to see how does the country, the city look like. So
perfect. And any last words for the fans as well?
Thank you guys for the support, and now that we are the last Western team, the EU teams, I mean the EU fans also, I assume, will cheer for us. I'm sorry that the G2 is not here and we didn't get to face them, but I didn't make the format, so don't be mad at me.
Yeah, blame Riot.
Yeah, I will do my best against Gen.G, and hopefully we can make something happen.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for talking with us, Inspired, today. I mean, as always, we're going to be here supporting the last Western team, so can't help but hope that you guys will be able to do well and maybe even beat Gen.G, who knows. And for now, I mean, thank you again. For viewers, as a reminder, we are sponsored by Holy. Make sure to use the code SE5 at checkout for €5 discount on any purchase. And that is it for us today for the Swiss stage. So see you in Paris for the quarters.